CAF, and the NFF. How would you describe this entire process? You have just told us that everything had a timeline when you should buy your form, when you should submit your form, and that some of these candidates did not meet up. But how would you summarize the elections from start to finish? Was it free and fair? Was it credible?
Well, naturally, when you take a look at events of this magnitude, if we want to get certain definitions and agreement from one side or the other, then what is more important is following the rule of the game. And I think the electoral committee have done their best because they have agreed that within social time and social time, certain things must be done by all contestants. And that's what has given them some level of credibility because the argument has been if you have submitted your papers accordingly, you will have been opportunity to be disqualified. So I think within me, the way I saw it as if it is a game of wit. Somebody who is very much focused and close about his campaign, and somebody who is running around to make things work, but couldn't meet up the time. That is different. So we saw that difference being exhibited. That is the way I saw the picture. And I think, by and large, the election has been held, and the representative of the NFF has seen the entire process and has given it a pass mark. Because I interviewed him after the election, and he said what he has seen so far has been so convincing, and that he will be reporting back to NFF to tell them that what happened in the state was a high level of transparency, credibility, and acceptability.
Well, thank you, Wale Otayemi, for speaking to us on Sports Tonight. We wish you the best, and we wish Ogun State football the best under Majek, Ganiu Majekodumi. Who has been elected once again as the chairman of the Ogun State Football Association. Well, Dumnodi, we forgot to put in that our update slide that in Anambra, there's still a lot of problem. You know, data election tomorrow. Well, JJ is the leading candidate, but somebody is coming up to challenge JJ in Delta. So we'll watch out for what happens in Delta as well tomorrow. But I'm sure we won't have. The NFF president returned from a trip to FIFA.
From FIFA.
He will be there
because
to monitor that nobody is scared. He's going to hand over. All right, that's an interesting one. So we'll keep our eyes on Delta tomorrow. Delta FA elections as well. But then we're telling you about Anambra. Several members suspended their chairman, Mike Ume. So there's still some interesting. All right, but we'll update you around all of that as we go on. Dumnodi, you are laughing. Let me read a few comments on Twitter. Emeka Victor says he's watching us from Vienna in Austria. He says we should keep it up, particularly with our updates around the different states and the elections. Joy Forever 74 says, is this it is the part of what I've been saying. This is part of what I've been saying. Those crying for change, are they change agents? He says Ogun FA election is looking like the NLC election to him. Well, this is different because eventually they were able to take out the person that wanted to disrupt the election, and they held their election and they had a winner. All right. Okay. I think we'll pause for a break now. And this time, let's take it to Abuja. Yesterday, about this time, the league management company were organizing the draw for the new football season. And it was a colorful event.
Yeah, what colorful event?
Colorful event to raise awareness.
And the Chief Executive Operating Officer of the LMC, Saliu Abubakar. So you could see the beauty of it is that I saw young girls with jerseys different of the 20 clubs.
It's young girls you saw.
Okay, I said beautiful girls in different jerseys, and of course I think this is jersey of one of the club.
Yes. All the clubs had models.
Yeah, they had models. You can call them models, safe. Actually,
models. Yes, call them models.
This look like Abia Warriors. This look like Abia Warriors jersey, very beautiful jersey, and
it's good. It's a new innovation.
Yeah, new innovations, and you could see
representative of the
sponsor, and of course conducting the draws. And
they were carried along this time. Because obviously. I think there was a time they said the draws were held and they were not carried along.
That was the time we see LMC is still working on 1 foot.
Enyimba. He picked the Enyimba. Is this a sign that Enyimba?
This is Bayelsa. It's confirmed jersey.
Yeah. Beautiful Bayelsa United jersey.
Of course, this is the away jersey.
So they are getting the ladies involved this time.
They're getting ladies involved. They are
color.
part of the game.
To add color to
the games.
But will these girls come to watch games at the stadium?
You
Some guys will just
come
to watch games.
In Akure, we see a lot.
Okay.
In Ibadan, they come. There are families who come to watch game in Ibadan. I've seen families who come to watch game. In Enugu, they do.
And thank God
in Abia, there's a particular family who comes to watch every Abia Warriors game. I saw them. Even in Lagos, COG, there's a particular family
that comes to watch.
No,
we should encourage this. We should encourage this, really, for everybody to come. Once safety is guaranteed, you can be sure that all of these things will work. But that's not the end. Let's listen to Ondo Karabo, outgoing chairman of the League Management Company. Listen to the chairman of about 4 clubs, Nasarawa United, Barrister Danladi.
Nasarawa United, Ayasiago
of Enyimba,
Akibobola of the communication director of
and the communication director of Giwa FC. Let's listen to what they had to say after the draw. They're getting ready for the new 2014-2015 season.
Number 17 for...
This is to kick off what we hope would be a much more successful season. You see the glamour we've added to it because we believe stability has returned to the administration of league football, so we can afford to do something like this. So it's a signal, it's a statement of intent to those who are watching and waiting to decide whether we have found peace and can then collaborate with us. Yes, I urge them, they can see for what we've done, that yes, indeed, we found peace and it's worthy of collaboration.
I see this fixture, the first match, as a clash of Northern Titans, and it's going to be explosive. If history is anything to go by, 2 seasons ago, when we played El Kanemi at home, it was a draw. So I want to say that we are going to carry this force. We are going to go for a reverse mission at least to see how we can get, a result from that match. Well, what do you expect this season? You want to expect a fantastic play from Nasarawa United. We've been able to recruit players to blend with the ones that we already have, and these are seasoned players. For those people who have been following, you know that we have done a fantastic recruitment, and by the special grace of God, we are going to perform excellently well, better than last season.
I think we've always worked very hard, and I believe that this year we will be rewarded. We've always worked hard for us to have been second on 2 occasions, and on those 2 occasions, being able to win the Federation Cup back-to-back too. It shows that there are just one little element that got missing, which is mother luck. Okay, but football is not just depend on mother luck. It's about working hard, and I believe we've worked hard enough to reclaim the title.
We expect Sunshine Stars to win the league, and not just the league only, including the FA Cup. That's the Sunshine Stars of 2015, both league and FA Cup.
By the special grace of God, we will start from where we stopped last season. We're written off last season. There is nothing we could do in the Nigerian Premier League, but we proved many critics wrong, and God help us, we went that far. Coming fourth on the league table. And apart from that, again, we still got to the semi-finals of the Federation Cup. And since we are hosting our brothers, because when we played the Super 4 in Abuja, we got them beaten to win the trophy, that is the Super 4 trophy at the NNL. And since we're hosting Abia Warriors at the Rampant Township Stadium in the first week of the 2014-2015 Nigerian Premier League, by the grace of God, we'll get Abia defeated.
Well, that's Sami Adisoji, the communications director of Giwa FC, so optimistic, and is saying, by the grace of God, Abia Warriors, don't they have God on their own side? Well, time will tell. But
they have a better performance than Abia Warriors last season.
Yeah, the Giwa FC were a surprise team of last season. I hope they can keep it up this season. I hope they can. They have lost some of their players to other clubs.
I hope, because
I hope they can maintain it.
Because I think if they have the kind of recruitment process they had during the National League, and they're able to sustain the momentum, they may get among the top 4.
Good football last season.
But if
FC were fantastic last season.
I don't envy the club.
I hope they can repeat it. I want to see them repeat it this season. We wish Giwa FC the best of luck, and all the clubs the very best of luck. But let's quickly bring you fixtures now. Our time is running very fast. Let's bring you the fixtures, week 1 fixtures. Dumnodi has been able to prepare the opening day fixtures, and also remind you that the League Management Company have insisted that this season is starting on the 7th of March. That's about 2 weeks
from now.
7th of March, the league is starting. Dumnodi, run through the fixtures for us.
Aqua United, Enyimba versus Aqua United, that's Atlant versus Kano Pillars, Gabos International. I don't know whether it's been sold. We're hearing that it will be sold to somebody else against Warri Wolves.
Gabos International?